Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our review of the Asus ROG PG348Q. How the Asus ROG PG348Q hold its position against the competitor from Acer and Alienware. The Asus ROG PG348Q is an ultrawide monitor. It got a resolution of 3440 by 1440 with 100Hz IPS panel G-Sync. How is still the best gaming monitor? I have been using this monitor over a year now, and I just got time to review this monitor. Since this monitor has been released more than 3 years, so there's a lot of review on the internet. So we won't go to every detail of this monitor, and we're looking for some of the key difference to the other monitor that got newer model. This monitor is still one of the best looking monitor, which got a release that's similar to its competitor, the Acer X34. The design of this monitor is so authentic. It looks premium, a great gaming monitor. The bezel is not so thin, but it's not bad either. It's got an ORG LED projection at the bottom, but as I am not really a gamer, most of the time I turn this option off. The stand also make out of metal, so it looks premium, but the bad thing is a little bit too big and heavy. It requires a very big desk. It takes up to 12 inches or 30 centimeters deep from the front to the back. You can also rotate it, height adjustment, turn by 5 degrees to minus 20 degrees. Don't ask KingMake about pivot this monitor. You will never be able to pivot 21:9 ultrawide monitor. This monitor got a handy 5-way joystick navigation, which relatively quick to access the OSD setting. Allow user to switch display parameter with a flick of a finger, include multiple color option. The power adapter is not built into the monitor, so you got the external one. So the design compared to the Acer X34, it still look better. For the connectivity, you got one DP port where you can overclock it up to 100Hz. There is also a HDMI 1.4, but you can only get 50Hz with this resolution. There are also a 3.5mm headphone jack for USB 3.0, one upstream, 2-watt speaker, and a hidden I/O port plastic cover. The 5-way joystick make it easy to navigate, so it's a lot better the Acer X34, which use only the button to navigate, so it feels a little bit unnatural. But Acer also update the monitor to the X34P, which got the joystick for navigation as well. The display of this monitor is an IPS panel with 5 millisecond gray-to-gray response time. It got 21:9 aspect ratio with a maximum brightness up to 300 nit. Its curve is 3800R. It's a gaming monitor. It runs natively at 60Hz, but you can overclock it up to 100Hz, where the Acer and the Alienware got native of 100Hz and overclock up to 120Hz. Another difference is the curve. Acer and Alienware got 1900R curve. As you can see in the picture, this how both curve different between 3800 and 1900R curve. So both Acer and Alienware got better refresh rate, 20Hz or more. This monitor also got 2-watt speaker, but you don't need the speaker from the monitor. It sounds not so good. There's a lot of virtual mode to choose from scenery to racing, cinema to RPG, or the common color sRGB. There are also some special features which built-in include the crosshair. You can easily add it for first-person shooter. It make you more accurately shooting, or the game that does not provide its own crosshair or signs. There are also timer. The on-screen timer keeps you from getting to know the time best. event where you can make a competition in your game. There also FPS counter showing the rate of frame being drawn on the display. So you can use it to evaluate the performance of the graphic setting and system configuration. So aside from gaming, ultrawide monitor are a great for productivity and movie watching, where you can split the screen up to 3 side by side, as well as the movie with full field view of 21:9 with no black bar up and down. So in conclusion, the PG34Q ticked out the box a lot with the look, the curve, IPS panel, 34" at proper resolution, so you don't really see the pixel density. 3440 by 1440p make it perfect balance between the QHD and the 4K resolution. It also saves you some money for multiple graphic installation. Next to the basic, the quality screen and overall functionality are great. They also G-Sync and overclocked to 100Hz, but sadly the competitor reach up to 120Hz, which is minor different. It's not really a much different. Color reproduction is pretty good. Color uniformity well within margin. It's got DisplayPort 1.2 is good for 100Hz overclocking. HDMI 1.4, only 50Hz maximum. There are also the USB hub 3.0, but the location of the USB is pretty bad at the bottom, next to the connection of the port. You just cannot reach them without flip around the monitor. So what is worse than the competitor is the 120Hz from the competitor. They are more curved with 1900R curve. Another missing part from this monitor is the HDR. This monitor does not support HDR at all. But what is great, at the time of this review, this monitor is available on the Amazon for only $749, which is great for this ultrawide monitor. Or if you are big fans of the HDR feature, you have to wait a bit longer for the newer model. Or you can also wait for the PG348Q, which is an update to this monitor. It got 1900R curve and as well as the 120Hz overclock. It will release later this year. And that's it for today. It's just a small review and just compare it to the newer model of the Acer as well as the Dell Alienware monitor, how it is different. So if you love this video, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next video.